This week, we're going hog hunting Jaeger Pro style, thermal scope, and lots of hogs.
Some people live to work. You know, I don't get that. I work to live. In fact, the day I die, if there's mud on my boots, there'll be a smile on my face. These are the people I like to hang out with, doing the stuff we like to do, and I love it. Foxworthy Outdoors, inside and out.
Hogs in the U.S. have turned into an epidemic for farmers and landowners, and the guys at Jaeger Pro are helping to solve this problem. The number one message you should pull from this show is we have to stop looking at hogs like a game animal and start looking at them for what they truly are, a pest.
3, 2, 1.
We're headed down to hunt with the guys at Jaeger Pro, do a little hog eradication. We actually don't have a problem up on the farm yet, but I'll tell you what, I'm excited about helping these guys out with their problems down here and to see what it's all about.
My name is Rod Pinkston. I'm the founder of Jaeger Pro Hog Control Systems. We got a phone call from the Foxworthy guys, said they wanted to kill some hogs. We're all about that.
You know, the hog problem across the country is growing epidemically. You see it all over these new shows. It's real enlightening for us to come down here and look at the damage in these agricultural fields and knowing what kind of devastation they're doing. And to come down here with Rod and Jaeger Pro and to see the operation that they've put together and the technology behind what they do is incredible. We're super excited to be here. We can't wait to get after them.
So basically it'll look like this. We'll start the stalk. I'm gonna hand you your hearing protection. I'll hand you a tripod. Carry your tripods like this. Rifle up on your head or on your shoulder. Hearing protection on your head, we'll move out. Pull up on the eye cup, press and hold the power switch for 8 seconds. Turns on, put it back up on your shoulder. We'll keep moving. Once we get to where we're gonna shoot from, you're gonna stop, open your legs up, drop it down, put your ears on, and you're gonna go ahead and mount up onto the tripod. Once you find your hog, press and hold the top center button while looking through the scope. Press and hold the top center button, puts it in emergency mode, EMER top center. Slide down to the right, zoom in, repixelate on the left side, and let me know when you're ready. All right guys, here we go on 0. Take safeties off, flip it down. I should hear 5 clicks, click, 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 click. All right guys, on 0. 3, 2, 1. Everybody shoots on 0, but I'm not gonna say 0. Any questions? We're gonna do a 3-second countdown this time, all right? We're gonna do a dry fire, so everybody pull the trigger on 0. All right? All right, guys, is everybody ready?
Ready.
All right, go ahead and take your safeties off. Here we go, guys, on 0. 3, 2, 1. Good. Make sure your scopes are turned off. And let's go verify 0.
Yeah, that scope takes some getting used to, but it felt good.
It's funny when you get about 90 years old like Glenn, you just can't see anymore. Blind, senile, deaf.
Well, just look back on the web series and see how many turkeys he missed, how many deer he missed during bow season.
So this is the new ambush, huh? Gas and electric powered? I bet this thing will go all day. 4-wheel drive, just like that. Independent front suspension, huh? What's that button do? It's the be quiet button.
Special financing now available. Find your dealer at badboybuggies.com.
This segment is brought to you by Grasshopper. It's so much more.
When we're out at night on our thermal missions, we're not out there hunting. We're trying to kill every single hog that walks into the field. And a lot of people think, well, that's not very conservative. Exactly. We're not trying to conserve a pig. Look, think of it this way. If you've got termites in your house, you want the pest control agency to come in and kill the pregnant termites and the baby termites and the termite eggs, because they're destroying the biggest investment you have, which is your home. I think the farmers are the exact same way. Their biggest investment are these crops that they have in the ground. We want people to stop thinking of pigs as a game animal, because they're not. The goal is you can't leave any of the hogs that are left to reproduce or be educated. You got to take them all out.
One of the methods that Jaeger Pro uses is they eradicate pigs with the use of thermal scope and AR-10 rifles during nighttime hours, which is the hog's #1 weakness.
On the other side of this irrigation pivot, there's a little block of trees, and there's another field between the trees and that house. Well, we'll be able to get better intel when we get closer.
The planting season is almost a month behind, so the hogs are not cooperating like we'd hoped.
Let's try to be as quiet as we can and stalk down through here and cut them off before they make it to the wood line. Let's stalk a little bit closer and take the hogs on the left. Is everybody ready? Chris, you ready? Chris, are you? All right, go ahead and take your rifles off safe. Here we go. On 0. 3, 2, 1. Watch the pivots. The problem is, as we were coming down that road, this ground was hard and loud. We were going down the tire tracks of the fertilizer, where the fertilizer truck had been. These hogs started moving that way. I'd like to have been about 40 yards closer before we shot, but the problem is, if they were going to move over there, then they'd have been right in line with the irrigation pivot, right in line with that house. This was the only safe direction that we could shoot with the wind the way it was. So we ended up taking a longer shot than what we wanted, but at least we got to shoot. Not necessarily the results that we're used to, but we broke an extractor on one of the rifles, and one of the scopes actually went down. So really, we only had 3 of the 5 rifles that were firing. We got 4 hogs down.
It's like 2 big baby makers.
Yep, 2 big sows here.
After 2 more unsuccessful stalks, it was time to head home.
Well, not really what we were wanting for the night. Did kill 4. Timing hadn't been right. Planting season has really been late this year. Weather's been crazy. And there's not food in the ground, not hogs in the field. 4's better than none, that's all I gotta say.
Mossy Oak started in West Point, Mississippi just 25 years ago.
This is home. It's like Mayberry. Everybody knows everybody.
Oh, it's Mayberry, all right. Nobody gets in a hurry around here unless it's hunting season.
Man, the turkeys are gobbling. You got the shell. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Got you covered, Barney. Let's go.
This segment has been brought to you by the iScope. Attach your smartphone to whatever you hunt with, record it, post it online, and make your friends jealous.
If you have a complete set of salad bowls and they all say Cool Whip on the side, you might be a redneck. If you take your dog for a walk and you tree at the corner. You might be a redneck. If an episode of Walker, Texas Ranger changed your life, you might be a redneck. If your working television sits on top of your non-working television, you might be a redneck. If you've ever been accused of lying through your tooth, you might be a redneck. If your son's name is Dale Jr. and your name's not Dale, you might be a redneck. If you work without a shirt on, and so does your husband, you might be a redneck. If you've ever emptied the bed of your pickup truck by driving backwards really fast and slamming on the brakes, you might be a redneck. It works. If you think fast food is hitting a deer at 65 miles an hour, you might be a redneck. If somebody tells you you have something in your teeth and you take them out to see what it is, you might be a redneck. If you've ever stared at a can of orange juice because it said concentrate, you might be a redneck. God bless y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Shooting the pigs with thermal scopes is fun, but the best and most efficient way to stomp them out is to trap them, and Jaeger Pro knows how to do that too.
Rod, this is incredible. You know, I can see why farmers down here get so frustrated with this. I mean, this would just burn me up.
You can see, here's 2 rows in between here, and you can see like the nose on a hog is just like a GPS. They're following that planter right behind the tractor, and they have picked up every single peanut that was in the ground. Now, this is costing them, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And this whole entire 300 acres was like this. They'd have to come back in here and replant the whole entire thing. They're burning up fuel, burning up manpower, taking up more time that they could be putting seed in the ground somewhere else. Whatever it is at their food source at that particular time of the year, we want to change the technology and the methodology as the hogs transition from different food sources to have the most efficient way to take out that whole entire group.
Trapping these pigs during the late summer and early fall months is the most efficient way to catch them.
We have patent pending our MINE trapping system. MINE is an acronym for Manually Initiated Nuisance Elimination. I think a lot of traditional hunters, they don't understand why it's so important to us to capture the whole entire group. Hunters are not solving the problem. So that's why we've got to adapt different methods to be able to go and implement hogs, the control measures at night to be able to control the hogs, and same thing with our trapping system. Traditional trapping, where guys go out and put 4x8, 5x10 traps, it's easy, it's portable, but it's the difference between guys who are being effective at catching hogs, but they're not being efficient at catching the whole entire group.
By being able to see live video of what's in your trap, you can ensure that all the pigs are in the trap before you physically close the door with the push of a button from wherever you are.
Hogs reproduce younger than any other, four-legged mammal that's out there, and they're actually having 2.5 litters a year. So that's why it's so important that we go about it in the way that we do, because we've shown the crop damage that farmers are experiencing. That's the only way to efficiently solve the problem, is take out that whole entire sounder. That way nothing is left to be educated and nothing's left to reproduce.
Foxworthy Outdoors has been brought to you by these fine sponsors. This has been a Sub 7 production in association with Foxworthy Outdoors.